So, hi, I'm John McCoy. I'm CEO of Proper Home. We're a prop tech startup looking at the marketplace, the residential marketplace space. Our focus is on, as our tagline says, it's on enabling a more trusted real estate experience. Just to give you a little bit of background as we show you the platform here on video, I left the shores of Ireland in 2008 to go and sell real estate in Dubai. And I realized very fast that the market was full of inadequacies, was quite broken. And over a 5.5 year period, built a company of 150 odd agents, trained over 1,000 agents. And we focused on providing a much more accountable service in a really checkered industry. So during that process and a future experience in Hong Kong, I realized that there was merit in training real estate agents, property developers, to perform very differently in the market. It worked really well manually, but it was a lot of hard work. So around the same time, I started to see what blockchain technology could do, and came up with a concept of using or utilizing the marketplace as a central pivot to be able to enable people with the use of blockchain and tokenization to exchange in a much more wholesome way in the industry. So that's where Proper Home was born out of. We went and got some support from Ripple, XRP Ledger in the US in San Francisco, and they grant funded our project over the last 12 months. So it's been a tough 12 months. We've been building a product for quite a while, and we're just now at the final stages of our debugging. We're actually starting to onboard live agents next week. So it's quite an exciting time within the team. So what have we developed? We've developed a marketplace for residential real estate that enables the real estate professional and property developer to create a verifiable profile, just like their LinkedIn profile. This profile allows them to gain rewards around three core principles: property knowledge and empathy. Again, back to my days of training agents, this was what we focused on. Around the property, we look for verified assets, to verified documents, to make sure the images are of high quality, to make sure description and features are true and representative of the asset. We reward professionals with token rewards for these inputs. We then look at expressions of knowledge. So like LinkedIn, real estate professionals can post articles, content around niche areas of the industry that they understand that will help or enrich our users. And based on the engagement value of that content, we reward agents accordingly and developers accordingly. And then the final element is around empathy. So we've got 3 check-ins with the customer along the sales journey, and we grade the performance of the professional based on those check-ins, and then we reward them accordingly. Coincidentally, we've token gated all the premium exposure space on the platform, which means the most engaged, the most professional, the most valuable to the customer will gain the best access to premium positions on the platform, promote their assets in a different way. So this is the core, the base to our business. Just to give you a few numbers, because I know we've got a lover of stats in the room, in the virtual room. We've now got 9,000 agents agreed to use the platform, just short of 9,000, 8,700. That consists of 4 or 5 nationwide brand deals and a number of independent agencies throughout the country of Portugal. We're based in Lisbon. We're currently working with a team of 8 plus a couple of pretty amazing interns. And we're launching here, as I said, in the next week to 10 days in the local market. What's our ambition? We're currently raising a seed capital round of 2 million euros, and that's to drive our expansion across Southern Europe, the UK and Ireland, and the UAE, which is a market I know very, very well. We don't want to stop with the rewards aspect of our platform. I just realized the video is not running, so I have no idea what's happening there, guys. I'm sorry. But we're not going to stop with just the rewards. We feel that there's an opportunity to create a gamified space that promotes engagement. And that transcends into the off-plan space. And as I mentioned before, I know Michael and Amutri quite well, and we have unearthed an opportunity for off-plan marketing of off-plan homes. Together with Amutri and a metaverse platform in New York, we've been able to take CAD drawings, convert them into Unreal Engine files, host them in a live metaverse, and then create a link on the off-plan properties, where the customer can click on this link and access the property in avatar form, and actually walk around the asset itself and experience it in real time. So what does that mean from a sales perspective? We've got a non-custodial wallet connected, like a neo-banking wallet connected to the platform. It's embedded, and that can facilitate both fiat, euro, dollar, yen purchases, but also XRP, being our partner, it can facilitate XRP cryptocurrency transactions. Why is that relevant in the off-plan space? If a customer is in avatar form experiencing the asset, we actually send a notification to the advertiser, the agent or property developer, and we enable them to jump into the space in real time and actually sell in avatar form with a Zoom window above their head, communicate directly with the customer, and take a reservation in real time. So it's completely new for the industry. It brings this off-plan space to a whole new level, and it's just the start for us. We envisage over the next 12 months, our roadmap will incorporate some AI. It'll also incorporate some document management, which we'll manage by using the blockchain with an escrow function. So again, we're looking at end-to-end transactions, getting ready for a digitized land registry. So that's us. Again, thanks a lot for the time, and I'm open to questions.
All right, thank you very much, John. First question, how many minutes was that?
Probably not enough, considering my video didn't work, but 5 maybe?
Closer to 7, my brother, closer to 7.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
So let's see if the American from Lisbon's got any thoughts on this one.
So first of all, your background is going to impress investors, and so that's going to be very good. We didn't hear anything about the rest of your team, and the investors want to see you have whatever a balanced team should be at this point in time. It's really unfortunate that your video didn't work, because I think from my perspective, that essentially means that what was on the screen was essentially not accomplishing anything to help you. From what you said, I thought that you provided a lot of product information and you provided some business information at the end, but I'd like to suggest a higher ratio of business information to product information, because you really want to do a business presentation, not a product presentation.
Thank you, John. Understood.
Thanks for that, John. How about you, Rachel? How's the numbers going?
I guess, a few questions. I mean, you mentioned, I think it was 9,000 agents happy to sign up. Presumably, are they your source of revenue, or is it more, do you get revenue from other sources?
Yeah, really good question. So if we get the 9,000 agents plus an 8% churn across the line, we're looking at a 9.6 million return in year 1. That comes from 50% subscription revenue. The rest is in a number of different streams. So we've got a partnership with Vodafone where we onboard internet and TV customers quite rapidly, again using the tech that we have, and that brings in some commission revenue. We've also got a partnership with Generali Insurance where we provide home and life insurance revenue leads, and that provides a commission for us. We've got Stripe and Ramp integrated into our wallet, and we take a small percentage on all transactions that run through the wallet. And then from the immersive space itself, we have a design cost that we pass on to the property developer or real estate agent that wants to visualize their off-plan space, and we have a design fee that we charge on that. And funny enough, we've actually turned the viewing process into a revenue generation as well. So we charge the real estate agent, the property developer per minute to be in the virtual space selling to their customers. So if they want to have a live sales opportunity, that's what we can charge per minute.
Yeah, interesting. And how well, in terms of because obviously you mentioned expanding through Southern Europe, and I can see that potentially people's property buying practices are relatively similar in those locations. How does that translate into a market like Dubai? Have you got restrictions on how you can operate there, or anything else, just in terms of the way finances work slightly differently and so on?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things we've tried to avoid is regulatory constraints, right? Because one of the issues in this space when you look to expand is if you're too much into the contract side of things, it gets complicated and there's nuances from geography to geography. And with us, we're looking at commercial opportunity within that space, so it's quite detached from those regulatory issues. Dubai was actually a real consideration as a launch pad for us because the adoption, the awareness of what we're doing and how we're doing it, and the benefits of it is much stronger than Southern Europe. We've been told we're a bit crazy to launch in Portugal because they're so inefficient at the moment. But we see that as a real opportunity. If we can overcome that local issue, then we can excel in other markets.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I was thinking, obviously, Dubai always comes across as very fast-paced and very high-tech, so I wasn't sure whether you might get lost in the crowd. So would you say what you've got is still unique compared to the offerings out there?
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing one or two similar offerings popping up. Nobody has looked really at how to commercialize these things. Like, there's so many visualization companies in Dubai that are trying to tap into this space, but again, they're coming at it from a tech perspective with very little industry knowledge, and the go-to market for these products are slightly disjointed. I've lots of scars from being in the industry for a long time, so I've seen these little opportunities, these wee pockets as we've gone along, and I think we're well aligned to capitalize.
Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you.
Nice. In the honor of the final question to Senor Guimaraes.
Thank you, Stuart. First, a tip, which probably you already know, and then a three-folded question, just one question. So Dubai, okay, but Riyadh, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Oman, they're all trying to copycat Dubai. Probably, I don't know, easier spaces to enter. The trifolded question is, why did you start in Portugal? Why should an agent subscribe your platform, and why should a seller consider using it?
Really good. Thank you very much for the question. So why Portugal? Believe it or not, Portugal is the highest density of real estate agents in Europe at 580 per 100,000 residents. The European average is 136. So we've got this massive density and oversaturation, no barrier to entry, and you don't need to be qualified to be an agent. We effectively become a filter mechanism for the real professionals. So if we can crack and deliver a really solid product here, we can prove and bounce from here the value to less saturated markets. Although I'm beginning to reconsider that thought, considering all the tax bills that are hitting my desk at the moment. But we move on. Sorry, the second part of that question was,
why should an agent?
Agent and an owner, yes. So an agent today, so I'll give you a very brief story. The very first property I sold, I negotiated for 3 months. I went to a land registry to make the deal, and the Iranian seller thought that I put something in the contract and ripped it up and ripped the checks up and threw them in my face and stormed off. I stood in front of his valet park Jeep until he turned the engine off and sat for 10 minutes to explain to him that he was mistaken and that what he had thought I did was not true. He apologized, came out, we got the contract re-signed, we got the check re-signed, and we got the deal done. That was my first 700 euros earned in Dubai. From that day, I realized that I'm never going to continue in this role if I have to start from such a default of mistrust. So The reason real estate agents should join our platform is we allow them to create a digitized CV of their history, of their performance, so that they can start from the front foot, not the back foot, when trying to justify their existence in the market. Why should an owner work with us? We register all data on a blockchain, and anybody that makes an offer on a property on our system, it's a public record. It's there. So around negotiation manipulation, it cannot happen on our platform. It's not possible. If you're a buyer and you have an offer made and it's rejected, you receive an instant email with the last 3 offers on chain. So it's full visibility for all users.
Thanks.
All right, look at that. And we're almost in danger of finishing on time. So I want to give you a round of applause for that. Now, look, the whole point of this demo night stuff is because the #1 reason startups fail globally is we build stuff that no one wants or needs. And what we try and do every month in demo night is bring together different lenses to look at your ideas in different ways and see if we can't just get you some feedback or some new thoughts and help you on your way. Today, the panel, there's an American, there's a Portuguese, there's a British. It sounds like the start of a joke, right? And then founder-wise, we've got a British, an Irish, and a Sri Lankan. We're all doing things in different ways, but hopefully these lenses have helped. And hopefully as well, the people that are watching this, if I've done my job right on the YouTube live stream and stuff, they're going to reach out to you after today as well. But we wish you all every success on your journey. We'll be back here again in 4 weeks' time. And for those of you that are thinking about November already, Web Summit is just around the corner. We're looking forward to our best and most favorite edition during November. Please go and buy your tickets if you haven't already, because November is only 4 months away. Oh my God, only 4 months away. All right, 3rd Wednesday of every month is demo night. What else do I need to say, Senor Guimaraes?
I think it just need to wish us all a great vacation break, if you still have one.
We're still doing this in August, though, even though you're not going to be there, right? Because you promised you wouldn't wear your Speedos on camera, right?
No. I think I'll buy a different set of swimming shorts.
Okay, thanks for that.
Yeah, but I think you're right. November we're planning something really, really interesting. So stay tuned and see, and please show up. I think we will appreciate. We'll do our best to ensure that.
It's only taken us a year to organize this, right? But we've got a party for the tribe members on the Sunday night. We've got a 1-day mini accelerator program for people to become investor ready. We've got a speed dating with mentoring and the mentors that's going to happen before the demo night. We've got the demo night itself. And I think somebody's come up with another thing that we're supposed to be doing during that week as well, right? Oh yeah, and there's a photo shoot as well that's going to be happening all in the 1 week. So I hope you'll all be part of that. But thank you, everybody. Let's finish off with a silly wave and let's all go about our business. See you later, everybody.
Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.